Shit to introduce the ends to the means.
They got me screaming out. They got me screaming.
Welcome to another episode of Chillin in the Wolfden.
Hi, I'm your co-host, Jacob, aka Perceptive7.
I'm your other co-host, B1 Ninja, aka Omnipotent and Omnipresent. So, this little show where, we talk about all the stuff we're interested in, like movies, TV shows, games, comics, pretty much whatever we feel like talking about. And yeah, we just ramble about it. We usually do a top 5. And yeah, that's about it. But if you enjoy it, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check out the links below. We got a lot of cool music and stuff you can stream by. And that's pretty much it. Real quick, little overview. We're going to be spotlighting some stuff as we usually do. We're going to be doing a review of Demon Slayer Season 1, finally getting around to it. And then we're going to do a top 5 anime heroes.
Yeah.
Alright, so real quick, what you want to spotlight here?
Well, I finally started watching Obi-Wan.
Nice.
It took me a minute
It's good. I like it.
because I have a bunch of other shows that I'm watching. Yeah,
How
Obi-Wan.
far are you on in it?
I was only able to catch a couple of episodes, so maybe like one episode.
There's not too many. I think there's only like 8. Or
Yeah, there's not that many, but then again, it's also the first season.
something. Yeah.
So hopefully we get more. I want more.
Yeah, no, it's super good. I was liking it too.
I need more. And then that's really all I've been watching is Obi-Wan so far. I haven't really been playing anything or watching anything.
I started She-Hulk recently. I just finished episode 2. I'm actually really enjoying it. I see a lot of people hating on it, but none of their comics make sense. It just sounds like people hating on it because it's a female-led show, and I'm just like, whatever, okay. You could be a misogynistic ass fucking piece of shit. Dumb
Fuck, dick,
ass
cheese.
fuck, dick cheese. But no, yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's not perfect, don't get me wrong, and I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, every MCU property's good. Like, I'm notorious enough for not liking like half the MCU stuff.
Yeah.
So, but I'm actually enjoying She-Hulk because apparently not a lot of people know about She-Hulk in the comics, but she is kind of like a parody character. Like, first off, before Deadpool, she was the whole fourth wall breaker person,
Yeah.
and like one of her issues is notoriously known that the writer like made a joke where she's on the comic talking to the writer like, you're not really gonna make me do this, and they're having to like jump rope naked. So the whole fact that people are getting mad about I don't know this rapper. She's some TikTok rapper named like Megan Thee Stallion or something. I don't know. She's big or whatever. I don't listen to her music, but good for her. But they had her in it apparently, and people are getting upset because for a like 10-second end credit scene, they had them twerking together.
Yeah, I
But
saw the video on
I don't
Instagram.
see those people ever complaining about when Peter Quill was out dancing, or like when Groot was out dancing, or anytime Thor cracks a stupid joke. It's like, dude, make your shit make sense, okay? If you're gonna hate it because you find all this stupid like joke gimmicky stuff in the MCU annoying, fine. But like, hate on all of it. Don't just pick one just because like
Yeah.
this is a woman's show. Like,
Yeah.
come on, it's so
At
obvious.
least give that.
Like every comment I see, like don't get me wrong, there's some people who are just like, I just don't like that show because I don't really like this like jokiness, but I guess I wouldn't like the She-Hulk comics either. I'm like, yeah, don't get me wrong, there are differences between the show and in the comics a little
Yeah.
bit, but overall, this is more the modern version of what all that is. Like, that's what you see today is on TikTok is people twerking, fucking that rapper. Like, this is the shit that's going on today. So this is exactly what that is supposed to be. And if you don't understand that, you clearly don't get She-Hulk.
And you clearly don't get modern life.
And don't
now.
get me wrong, I'm not one of those person who like is like advocating for it. Like me, like I've always been the person who points like, oh, this like, sure, it's nice to see a hot girl like booty shaking shit and the music and stuff. But I'd rather see a girl like b-boying or like popping or something. You know what I mean? That's just my personal taste.
Yeah, it's
So I usually am like, I don't like this stuff. I haven't even seen the scene. Will I be like, oh, this is a great scene? And like, no. But is it supposed to be taken as that? No, it's supposed to be 10-second, like, whatever the fuck, we're just having fun.
Yeah.
And you know what? I seen, like, behind the scenes that I'm talking about that, and they just had fun doing it. And that's what I like in my movies, is when the people on the project actually enjoy what they're doing. Because if they don't, then you get shitty projects. And don't get me wrong, the MCU's not perfect, but, I mean, clearly they're successful.
Yeah.
So, obviously they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
But overall, yeah, I'm really liking it.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's like it's nice because it's not like oh, this is gonna like connect all this and be all crazy. Like it's more just like it's a fun, enjoy it, popcorn type TV show.
Yeah.
And on top of that, they're bringing like a lot of cool cameos, like the Megan Thee Stallion one. Obviously, I don't care for it because I don't know who she is, but
Yeah.
like they brought the Abomination character in. They brought Titania in. We see Hulk in there.
Yeah.
So like we're gonna be getting Daredevil at some point. So I'm enjoying it. Super dope.
Oh yeah, that would make sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
Daredevil.
Lawyers and shit.
Yeah, lawyers. I don't know why when I saw it when you said Daredevil, I was like, oh, Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
But yeah, and then another quick one is just I watched this show called Life Beyond, which is kind of like one of those Animal Planet type like history documentary, just teaching about shit. It's really cool because it like goes over like other worlds and like what other alien life might be like and how shit could have evolved. It kind of reminds me of like Alien Worlds on Netflix or like Life After People, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's super cool, and if you're into that kind of stuff and learn about space and aliens, like it's definitely a good one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for what I've been like watching. Oh, and I've been playing a lot of Horizon Zero Dawn again.
That I'm not surprised about. Horizon Zero Dawn is just a great game. It's essentially just like Assassin's Creed but better.
Yeah,
Or
it's just
Assassin's Creed but old and old tech.
since I don't have number 2 and won't play it until I get a PS5. I'm just like, well, okay, I can rejoin Horizon again since I haven't played in a while.
I think one game that every time I go back to playing and will always have fun in is either Oblivion or Skyrim. Those two games, every time I get back to it, I always enjoy playing.
Horizon's kind of turned in that for me because it's like so big and there's so many side missions and like the way you can level up your character. It's just one of those games I could replay over and over kind of.
Yeah. Or Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's another good one.
Yeah.
But anyways, getting into the main topic today, Demon Slayer Season 1. I know we said we were going to do this a long time ago.
And then we never did, but now we're doing it.
But it took us a minute to watch, and then we watched it, but then we had a few other episodes in planned, and then we just got busy, man. Like, we had to move the house around, like, there was a baby born, people started new jobs, Jake just went back to school, fucking... I
A lot.
Doing shit, yeah. So, but we're trying to get back into getting more episodes again, hence why we're doing this one.
Yeah.
And we thought, well, an easy one, since we already watched it, would be Demon Slayer.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
real quick, overall thoughts. Oh, which, spoiler warning, if you haven't seen Demon Slayer Season 1, although I don't know why you want to expect spoilers from a long-ass video titled Demon Slayer Review, but there's your spoiler warning.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're getting it now.
What were your quick overall thoughts of Season 1?
Like, overall thoughts?
Yeah.
They passed my expectations a lot because I had friends telling me that Demon Slayer was really good, but when I first saw it, I was like, oh, it's going to be like one of those other animes, like, it's going to be like Seven Deadly Sins. It's not going to be that good. It's probably going to be good for like a couple of episodes and then it stops. But when I first like watched the first couple of episodes, I was hooked. I was intrigued by it.
Yeah.
I just wanted to watch more, and I thought Season 1 was like I thought it was a great Season 1. How many episodes were in that again?
Like 26, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's funny. I had kind of the same thoughts. I was like, man, this is like getting really hyped. I don't know, dude. I feel like it's going to be like one of those shows, you know. But then I seen a couple clips of it on Instagram, and then Nav and Hiro were talking about it on their podcast. I was like, okay, well, they like a lot of the same animes I like. It's like, okay, so let me give this a shot. And then that's when you're like, hey, you know, we should watch Demon Slayer. And I was actually thinking about watching that. I'm down. And then, yeah, first episode, hooked. That animation when they're in the snow, so clean. Like
the whole entire animation in that entire show is just perfect.
I think between that and Ghost and Shell Sack 2045 are the two best animations I've ever seen.
Yes, I agree.
And I don't even like 3D animation, usually like that CGI type. But Ghost in the Shell, like their fights and shit, it's just so clean, and it's the best of that type of animation I've
Yeah.
ever seen. But yeah, I'd say like between those two, before that, like my favorite animations are like the original Ghost in the Shell movie, um, Samurai Champloo. Like those were probably like my two top tier, and maybe Vampire Hunter. Actually, I thought the animation was super good. Oh, and you know what? The animation is cool for Naruto, but specifically their fights. Like
Their fights, yes, their
that
fights were perfect.
that fight with Obito and Kakashi at the very end.
That
One
was-
is
that was
that's one of the
great.
cleanest fights I've ever seen. Like
Yeah,
until Ghost in the Shell and Demon Slayer, like those were like the top. But I'd say these two shows take it out.
yeah, they take over. I feel like that the new gen animes that have been coming out have had either decent animation or fantastic animation.
Yeah.
And I hope they continue this animation style because it's so clean and
Yeah, it looks so much better to me than the like CGI.
Mind you,
3D-ish stuff.
I do not. I don't say that I don't like 90s style animation. I love 90s style animation, but God, just this
Well, this is still
animation.
that because it's not that 3D style.
Yeah.
Still.
It's
just
still
like it's just a cleaner like.
version of it.
It's, yeah, there's all the things that were good about it. They just perfected over time. And
Yeah.
now, like even the color palette on it, it's so like vibrant, but like not like how MCU's vibrant. How it's like too like you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Sometimes like that first Avengers movie, it's like just that right amount where it's got like the deep tone into it. You're like,
Yeah.
crisp.
The production's so cool.
But yeah, we got the two main characters basically, who is Tanjiro and Nezuko, basically brother and sister. Quick little plot summary. Tanjiro strives to become a demon slayer after his family is killed by demons and his sister turns into one. After meeting Giyu, the water Hashira, he is recruited in because he thought Nezuko is like different and can control herself, and basically that he could do what no one else has done. And so he spares them, and he's like, all right, go find these people and start training. But that's pretty much it. And like I said, we'll only watch season one, but isn't there like 2 or 3 seasons out right now?
Yeah, but it's only because that they have not came out in America yet.
Okay, yeah, okay.
There's I think there's 3 seasons, but the second season has not come out in America yet.
Yeah. So, I actually don't think I said, but overall, I do love this show. I think it's great.
I think it's a great show. I just want season 2 to come out for America.
Yeah.
Because, like,
I'm ready. Like at this point, I'm like, I might even start reading the manga.
yeah. I heard the manga was also pretty good too.
Yeah. But some of the dope characters I just want to throw out there, in which if you have any I don't mention you want to throw out, go ahead. But we got like Giyu the Water Hashira. He's the first one you kind of meet with the brown hair in the very first episode. I really like his style. He kind of reminds me of like kind of like Shomu almost. He's very like chill and laid back, but like he's not a demon. He's human, so obviously he's like not just like a loner kind of,
Yeah.
but he's almost got that like vibe.
Yeah.
It's got Iridaki's the one in the red mask with the blue shirt who trains him.
Yeah.
I like him just because he's like that typical like intro kind of master, just like I'm gonna fucking train you. I'm gonna make you the badass you need to be. We also got Zenitsu, the blonde-haired one, who's interesting character because he's got like that dual personality going, and it was just like a really interesting
Way to
aspect.
do
I
it.
haven't necessarily seen a character in too many animes like that, but yeah, he's just like a really interesting character how they chose it because I don't know too many characters who have like that. I'm too scared to fight, but then they like have a dual personality that's like badass,
Yeah.
Um,
Almost kind of reminds me of Moon Knight a little bit.
yeah, he's got like that split personality going to him.
Yeah.
And then the last one I want to mention was Inosuke, the one in the boar mask, who I fucking love. Inosuke is so dope, dude. I love how he's just fucking always ready. He's like, all right, time to kick some fucking ass.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this.
But those are all my characters. I don't know if there's anyone else you want to mention.
Another one that I also wanted to mention was Rengoku.
Oh yeah.
Great character, great personality. He gives me that kind of like that Naruto vibe where he won't give up. He's ready to fight. If he's in
Yeah.
a fight, he will put his heart to it.
Yeah, I can
It's
definitely see that.
He's like my favorite character in Demon Slayer, and then it's tied with Zenitsu. But it's on a good day it's Rengoku, on another day it's Zenitsu.
Yeah. You know what I like too is like not just the animation style, but like the character designs. It reminds and the world too. It reminds me of a combination of like if you took Inuyasha and Samurai Champloo and mixed it into one.
That's actually great.
Yeah, and with two of my favorite anime. So right off the bat, like when I seen Tanjiro, I'm like, oh, he kind of got like a Mugen and Inuyasha look to him. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then just like going on like with the animation and the story, I'm like, oh, this is just really dope. It's like all the things I liked from like older animes, but like in its own story and done really nice.
Their character designs I liked a lot, um, especially Rengoku's. I loved his kimono that he was wearing.
Yeah, Rengoku's kimono is pretty sick. I still love Inosuke just because there's this old Newgrounds animation. It was called I can't remember, but it was like this goat man thing, and it was like this fantasy like animation. It was really cool, and he reminds me a lot of that animation.
Oh,
But yeah, I just love it. And he's got the two swords and everything.
yeah.
But
I mean, for God's sake, the man created his own form, beast form. Like,
Yeah.
what the?
just the animation for the fight scenes too, like that one where they're when Inosuke's having to fight I forget what's his name, but he's over the river, and uh Tanjiro gets like punched hella far away to the forest, and he has to make his way back. He's like, "Don't die till I come back," and he's just standing there, and he's like, "Fuck!" And then he looks up, and the dude standing, the demon's right there, and he's like, "Oh fuck!" Like I just love his attitude. He reminds me a lot of kind of like Shikamaru's not laziness, but like it's like, oh fuck, I have to do this type attitude,
Yeah.
but also kind of like a little bit of like Deadpool the way he's like kind of just like a little crazy and obnoxious, you know what I mean? Like he's got a cool mix of different characteristics to him, which I like.
Yeah. His personality in the show is great. I will say that much.
You know what too? In almost every anime, especially like shonen anime, they always have a tournament arc. You know what I mean? Like you have
Yeah.
the tuning exams or whatever. You
Yeah,
have like
the tournament of
Spell
power.
tournament, the tournament power. Like everyone's got their own arc. I think they have one of the best tournament ones than the 7 days trap tournament thing or whatever. I
Yeah.
thought that one was really fucking sick.
Yeah. Oh god.
It's like it reminded me a lot of the tuning exams the way they do it too. Like
Yeah.
and it's just cool because you do feel like the tone is a little bit darker when they're in the forest there and stuff.
Yeah.
So that one was fucking sick. Also, what's your favorite formation so far?
My favorite form.
Yeah,
Uh,
form. Yeah, not formation. Sorry.
that's a tough one because damn, that is actually really tough. Because I like water style. Water style can be really great.
Mhm.
But I also like lightning too, and I also like fire. It's between those three, cause seeing Zenitsu going Godspeed a couple of times, that animation style every time will catch my eye, and I will always just love it. Uh, Gyu, um, Deadly Calm Waters is also just great. Seeing waves and then just
So what is it? It's fire,
water,
earth,
earth.
and air, right?
Yeah, and then
you
there's
can combine it to make like lightning.
lightning. Then, there's also sun and moon technically. Then
Oh,
there's
yeah.
also the butterfly one, which is I'm forgetting her name.
Yeah, we need to rewatch some of the end episodes so I can see the other forms again.
Yeah.
Because obviously, like the water form is the one I'm most familiar with. Since Tanjiro, that's the one he's like using the whole time usually.
Yeah.
But yeah, the
Um,
lightning form is actually really dope. I did kind of like that one. I think that might be my favorite so far,
yeah.
or the fire. But I feel like maybe the moon could be, but that's probably I haven't seen enough of it, you know.
God, what's the character's name that uses butterfly form? Shinobu.
No, yes, there we go. Okay.
God damn it! I was like, what is her name?
That should be easy to remember. It's just Shinobi, but
Shinobu.
With a U.
Yeah, with a U. It's like the easiest one to remember, yet we can't fucking remember.
Yeah, no, her form was cool. I really liked her style too. Who is the one in the mask who comes to Tanjiro and helps him train, but he doesn't say who he is at first? It's like the guy and the girl. I think they're like brother and sister or something. I also really like him too.
Not the blind. No, he had a mask.
Yeah, he. Hold on. He's like a kid. Oh, here we go. That one, the red-haired one.
Oh.
He has like the white fox mask with the star.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I forgot that.
I really liked him. I thought he was cool.
Yeah.
Just the way he comes into it, he's just like mysterious. Sort of like
I'm not gonna tell you
I'm
who I
looking
am.
surprised.
Come on, let's go train.
But yeah, the other thing I really like too is just like the bond that Tanjiro and Nezuko have.
Yeah.
Like they just care about each other, and they don't try and make some weird incest thing at any point. Which
Thank God.
for a minute in the first few episodes, I thought they were going to, and then I was like, okay, good, no, it's just okay. But yeah, I just really like how much like they care about each other, and they fucking like will do anything to save each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Is there anything else you wanted to mention about it?
No. Oh, actually, I think the bond between Tanjiro and Shinobu is actually quite nice. When they're sitting on the roof and what did Shinobu say? Tanjiro was like meditating on top of the roof, trying to be calm. Shinobu comes up there and realizes that he's like frightened or scared or something like that, and then she says like, "Isn't the moon lovely?" or something like that.
Oh yeah, I kind of remember. That was just a nice little like
That
little
was
thing.
like
Kind of like calm his nerves.
calm his nerves. Yeah,
It's like, hey, go relax. Like it's all good.
bro, calm down.
Yeah, Shinobu's a cool character. That's the thing. I kind of like pretty much everyone in it.
Yeah.
There's very few. I mean, obviously there's a few I like more than others, but for the most part, they're all pretty cool characters, and I like everyone's like. I think everyone's personality isn't like. There's no one that's too annoying I can't handle in the show. Really, you know what I mean?
I think another character that I don't know if they mentioned in season 1, I can't remember, was
Right now, dude.
this guy. This
Oh,
dude.
Yuroichi.
Yeah, thank you. I can't say words right now. Yeah, that was another. I don't remember if they mentioned him or not. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure they did though. He apparently is supposedly like the strongest.
I think you
Demon
see him at
Slayer?
the end when they're all standing there.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing him actually.
And
If it wasn't from that, then I must have seen it on Instagram.
and I think it's also funny how Tanjiro has those same little earrings that he has, because then all the Upper Moon get scared of him and think, oh my god,
That's him.
that's him, he's gonna kill us all, and such.
That's funny. I didn't realize that. I didn't catch that.
And then also, we have Michael Jackson in this show, great cameo. Love that, he's playing great. Losing.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's pretty much it. Out of 5 stars, what would you give it?
Out of 5 stars?
Yeah.
Well, since I want more, I'm giving it a 4.5 for now. I would give it a 5 stars if only season 2 and 3 came out in the US. That's the only problem. But yeah.
I actually, because I feel pretty confident, I actually am going to give it a full 5 stars.
Woo! The first 5 stars
Yeah.
of this if
Demon
any
Slayer, that
podcast.
animation, man, so clean.
Yeah.
And I just love the fact that I feel like like I said, it's like a combination of like Inuyasha and Samurai Champloo.
Which are 2 great animes
Like
that
yeah,
we both like.
Inuyasha's like my classic kind of old anime that got me going, and Samurai Champloo is like a more newer one that got it going. But on to our top 5. We're doing our top 5. I forgot to put favorite anime heroes, but I figured that was obvious.
Yeah.
But yeah, why don't you start it off today?
I heard that. Okay. So, first we're going to do just a couple of honorable mentions, and some of these might be surprising to you, some of them might.
Oh,
But
okay.
first honorable mention is Itachi. Second one is Luffy. Third one is Meliodas. Meliodas is a good one. Tanjiro is another one. Goku is another one, and Sailor Moon is another one.
All right.
So on to the top five. We have numero five, which is One Punch Man. Now, One Punch Man is a bit of an overrated show, which I do agree with, but I just like how One Punch Man just like doesn't care. It's just your average regular superhero, just like, getting groceries, living in an apartment, building a team. He's just chill about everything. I mean, he's gotten hit and he was just like, "Huh?" And then immediately just punched him right in the face. Just his style and his character design is also hilarious. The way that he supposedly trained to get all of his power, which was another cool lie that he did, or not even lie. I mean, it was true. The scene with Genos and him talking about the way how he got his power, and Genos was like, "That's bullshit. There's no way you did only that to get that much power." There's no way. And he was just like, "No, seriously, that's all I did. I mean, just work hard." And the fact that he just like he will not fight until you're at your maximum power. Then he'll give you a run.
Okay, Goku.
It's a fact. That's
Yeah.
he will stand there. He'll take punches left and right until they go to the
Who's this
fifth one.
again?
One Punch Man.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that's why I like his character so much that he will wait. He'll just stand there and just take punches left and right. And he'll just dodge your attacks. That's it. But on to number four, we got Zenitsu. I had to add a Demon Slayer character. Come on, Zenitsu is one of my favorite. And Goku's my favorite, but I didn't add him to the list. Anyways, um, I like Zenitsu because we talked about this, like his split personality. Well, he'll like be like all scared and then all of a sudden badass. Get ready, you're about to get fucked. Flash, and it kind of I liked his character design. His character design is great. I love the kimono and just his form and the way his sword also look. This sword looks really nice too. I like his katana,
Yeah.
but and also Rengoku's. That's why I like him so much. Anyways, his kimono, his sword, his character design, um, the way that he acts around everything, and his like love interest, which is Nezuko, where he will do anything to protect Nezuko.
Yeah.
That sentence almost came out wrong. Uh, but I just like that, and like his character, his story too, just with his old master, which I'm forgetting his name. I think
I don't remember.
I don't remember. Yeah, just that, and just the way he trained, and the way how he just became just such a badass in the show is just spot on. I just like that too for that. But on to number three, we have Kakashi Sensei. Now, I had to add a Naruto character in here. Kakashi, the copy ninja who knows 1,000 jutsu and will use them all if he has to. Just like his character design, great character design. I like how that he just hides his eye the entire time just to make it seem like, oh, no, nothing, just a bruised eye. That's all. I've had pink eye for 1,100 years. Don't worry. And his fight scenes with Obito, his fight scenes with it's just great anime.
Animation ever.
One of one of the best. One of the best anime fights that I've ever seen in my life was.
It's sad when the show's called Naruto and Kakashi had the best fight.
Yeah, yeah, the best fight. Well, I mean, all the fights with Naruto and Sasuke were kind of.
They were good, but it wasn't the best.
Yes, we should rename the show and call it Kakashi.
It really is. He's there the whole time.
Yeah, he's really there the whole time. And no, we should call it
We should call it the story of Itachi and Kakashi saving the universe.
Essentially, they were the one who like did the most technically.
Yeah.
And
Without them, they would have been fucked.
they would have been fucked. Exactly. If Itachi killed his little brother, we wouldn't have Naruto essentially. But he didn't because he was asked not to, so he was like, okay.
Part of this plan.
Yeah. But yeah, Kakashi is just a great character overall. The whole thing about the show where you just want to see how he looks without his mask is also Like, it's one of those things that you're kind of waiting for. They're just like, damn, I just want to see him without his mask. And the whole time you think you're going to get his mask, but it's just another mask. It's just great. He's also funny, too. And I don't know if you remember this, but Kid Guy and Kid Kakashi, like, they were checking each other out to see like who had the bigger penis, and apparently Kakashi had a third leg and Guy had like the size of a peanut or something. That scene was also hilarious. It's just a funny ass scene, and yeah, Kakashi. Uh, yeah. So
Man with 3 legs.
yeah, the man with 3 legs. And on to number 2, we're starting with another K here. Ken Kaneki. Now, loved his character, like, plot and his story of how he hated ghouls. He did not want to be a ghoul at all, and then he became the strongest one-eyed ghoul. Is that what they would say it? One-eyed ghoul? Or
Yeah, half ghoul,
half
half
ghoul.
ghoul.
Yeah.
Because he's not technically a ghoul, he's just like more like got turned into a ghoul.
Yeah. But he became the thing that he hated the most, and he became the strongest and started killing and
I
going
wouldn't
on
even
that.
say he hated the most, I'd say more like he feared the most.
Yeah,
He
that.
doesn't necessarily hate the ghouls, he just like hates bad ghouls.
Yeah. Because, I mean, there are some good ghouls out there. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, his character design, too, the one thing I did not like was his mask.
I know, I wish they made something
I
else with
wish
that.
they did something else with his mask. Just that he
Like
did.
Toka's mask is
Toka's mask is great. I wish he had Toka's mask,
something
actually.
like that would be sick. Like,
But
like a fox.
he looks like a, oh god, what are they called?
It's like a punk rock zombie.
Yeah. Yeah. I did not like it. His mask was the one that kind of threw me off, but
The
overall,
rest of the design, great though.
rest of the design, great.
Love the white
Spot
hair.
on. White hair fit him. I liked how he had tails instead of wings. I think that even if he had wings, he still would have been a good character, but I prefer the tails
Yeah,
mostly.
I think it's Naruto.
Yeah.
Not Koji.
Yeah. Thank God. Uh, um, character design's great. His character backstory is also great. Their fight scenes too are also pretty good,
Yeah.
and their animation style for the wings and the tails just are spot on in my opinion. But only thing was, yeah, only thing was it was only good up to season 3, because season 3 sucked. It sucked, in my opinion.
Yeah, I didn't really like the direction it started going.
Yeah, season 1 and 2 were
Oh.
great. It was just season 3 kind of took it away. It was
Honestly, I could do with the amnesia thing. It's just the fact that he's not with the main group, like the group we care about. Like he's just all of a sudden with these random ass cop people. Like, why are we supposed to care about? Who the fuck are these guys?
Yeah,
Why?
we want the old group, not the new
Yeah,
group.
like I care about him and Toka, motherfucker. I
Yeah.
don't care about these guys.
Yeah. So that was my number 2, and on to my number 1. Huh?
I said I feel you though.
On to number 1, which this might be a surprise to him, but it's Inuyasha. I
Oh, okay.
fucking love that show. I don't. When Ryan first introduced me to this show, I didn't know anything of it. I was one of those Naruto fanboys where I was like, nah, Naruto's superior. But then when I watched this, that's when I grew into 90s style animation. I fucking loved that animation of that show. It was just perfect. Character design for Inuyasha was great. I liked his personality where he was like, fuck, I hate you, but I have to save you. Type deal. Love that. Oh god. I like how his sword will all of a sudden looks small, but then he pulls it out and it's just this big ass sword. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like not only he transforms, but his weapon transforms.
Yeah. He was a yokai too. Half yokai or full yokai? Full,
Half.
right? Half. Sorry. Half yokai. I liked how that when he found he wanted to be solo, he was one of those solo type people, but then he finally grew into being with a full group. Hence everyone that came into the show. If you haven't seen it,
He's like the
watch
player
it.
from Lost.
Yeah, Yeah, actually, that's a great
Starts out
combination.
the asshole, and
And
then
then
he
he's
ends
like,
up protecting everyone.
yeah, he ends up being the good guy in the end. And I like how the whole like plot throughout the entire thing is finding all the pieces to a pearl, right? It was a pearl.
A gem, yeah,
A
jewel
gem.
shard,
Yeah,
or jewel.
that allows you to turn into a full demon, right? Or is
More
that
or
the
less, it lets you. It just grants you a lot of power. You can either like turn full demon with it, or just become a stronger demon, or you could turn full human with it if you're half demon.
yeah. So yeah, just I love that character so much. Just a great character. The white hair suits it. The ears are funny. I like how they like kind of make fun of him about it the entire time. They're like, "Oh, look at your little cute ears," and he's like, "Wait for me." Um, but yeah, that's my list. Let me run it down. For number five, I have One Punch Man. For number four, I have Zenitsu. For number three, Kakashi. For number two, Ken Kaneki. And for number one, Inuyasha. Yeah, interesting.
Alright, so real quick, for my honorable mentions, we got the two brothers, Inuyasha and Tsushima. I got Obito.
Nice.
I got Vampire Hunter D. I got Toka.
Okay.
Again, my number five. This might switch up slightly on the order, like depending on the day, but overall, this group is hard to break through this top five for me. It's kind of been these characters for a long time now. But number five, I got Sango from Inuyasha. Love the Demon Slayer. She's got the ninja get up, totally like having like, ooh, who's this character? I love like the fact that she runs, on Kill All is bad, like such a sick familiar to have with you. She's just a normal human, but she's badass enough to handle herself against like tough demons and shit. She's super good with her eye codes, and overall, she's just like a very honorable, noble character. Always tries to do the right thing, and fucking just the her whole demon slaying clan. I just always love this aesthetic how they're all kind of just like ninja
Yeah.
warriors. You know what I mean? Like it's super sick. And then on top of that, like her bond between her and Haku. Her always trying to like save him and protect him from fucking Haku and shit.
Yeah.
So that's my number five. Solid. Number four, I got Kakashi Hatsuki. Fucking
Come on.
design, fucking one of the best ever. Like right off the bat, it's like, oh, dude, who the fuck is this character? Insane. The first time when the fucking Naruto and Sasuke and Sakura are trying to get the bell from him, whatever. Like it's just like, dude, this dude's badass. He's just reading a book and handling all these kids like nothing. They're throwing like fireballs at him and shit.
Yeah.
So Kakashi and he's got such a great backstory. Like so sad, and yet he's still such like a good-hearted, happy-go-lucky character. But he's also like, he's not the guy sensei.
Yeah.
He's Kakashi. He's got cool. He's got style to him.
Yeah, which, if you don't know, if you've actually watched our D&D shows, I took his dad's name, which was Sakamo. That's where I got that inspiration from.
Yeah, Kakashi, just one of my favorite characters. He's like always there, always in the battle, saved the day quite many times.
Oh, yeah.
And
Quite
he's a
a few
new
times.
player. But that's my number four. Getting my number three, I got Madara Uchiha. Just like a sick villain, dude.
He won the, like, 4...
That, when I first seen that animation clip, it was like on like YouTube or something. I was like, oh, dude.
That
Okay,
guy's badass.
he lives up to the hype. Like,
Yeah.
like I feel like there's very few villains who like they build up the hype. Like Frieza is one of those like, oh shit, Frieza's coming. Like everyone like look out, holy shit. Like I feel like there's very few villains who like really bring the intensity that like they try and scare you into before they actually show up in the scene. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Madara, dude, they built him up from the beginning basically.
Wait, right. He's not a hero.
Oh yeah, huh?
He's
I
not
guess
a
I did.
hero.
Yeah, okay. I'm guessing that switched that up.
I was thinking about that for a minute. He's not a hero.
Yeah, no, good call, good call. Hold on, I'll just move phone up real quick.
But let's talk about Madara real quick. He is a fucking badass.
Well, he's the hero Uchihas.
He's the hero of the Uchiha.
What did I say before? Kakashi Sanga? Yeah. Okay, so let's move someone up. Um,
uh, uh, uh,
Alright, cool. So Sashamu, right? Dope number 5. Like, I love the design. You know, the fact that he's got the healing sword and Sega, like, he's super sick. Totally didn't say Madara. Yeah, the rest of it is good. So yeah, little switch up here, but yeah, fucking I can do this. But no, yeah, sick design though. Fucking, I love the whole like white kind of like Gary's got dressed in to match his hair and shit like that. Fucking sick power set, like especially towards like you know season 6, 7, 8, the abilities and shit he's able to do, like ripping black holes and shit, like fucking insane.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that like he's kind of a bad guy at first, but then by the end he's basically a good guy.
Yeah.
So, and I love it too when fucking Naraka tries to get him to join sides. He's just like, nah, fuck you.
Yeah, I'm okay.
So yeah, we'll put him at number 5. That means Songo's at 4 and Kakashi's at 3. Now get in my number 2,
which is actual hero.
we got Major Motoko Kusanagi from Ghost in the Shell.
Ooh,
one of the fucking no matter which version you watch, other than live action, like the '90s original or the I think it's actually '80s Ghost in the Shell animated movie, or the like second gig or SAC 2045 or the Rise, like they're all sick. The animation is always flawless. I love her character's style. Like she's just like very confident, but not in a, like an overbearing way, towards you know it's kind of like egotistical and like full of herself. She's good at what she does. She's a badass female character. She fucking has all kind of sick. She's basically almost a full cyborg. You know, her brain is only. I think her brain and her heart are the only pieces left her that are human.
Yeah.
And man, dude, when I first seen the Ghost in the Shell animated movie, like there's so many good scenes, like when she like does the roundhouse kick fucking in the little like river or whatever she's fighting the one dude in, or like at the very end when she's taking on the tank and she's just like ripping the thing off, like she just has like so many great fucking scenes in general, just in any of them. So that's gonna be my number 2. Number 1, we got Itachi Uchiha,
an actual hero.
Yeah, and I like it because you think he's a villain throughout the whole time, but it ends up being like the secret hero, which without him, none of it would have been possible. Like, he would have set Sasuke on the path he would have needed to end up in the place he needed to be to get the power. Like, he fucking, you know, kept an eye on the Akatsuki and stuff like that. He fucking stopped the Uchiha clan from destroying the Leaf Village, you know, like, he's done a lot of good shit, and on that, he has, like, one of the sickest designs, especially, like, from his Anbu suit or his fucking Akatsuki robes. Like, he just looks dope either way. And, you know, one of the few characters in the show who actually uses a sword.
Yeah, he uses a kunai.
No, he has a sword too.
Oh yeah, that's right. He does use.
Doesn't use it as often.
Yeah.
It was more. I think it was more just when he was in the Anbu.
In the Anbu, and when he got reanimated.
Yeah, but
against
yeah, because there's not too many characters that actually use an actual sword, which I was always been a little disappointed at too, because ninjas and like it's one of the not the main one, but when you typically think of a Katana and Naruto, and it's very few characters with that. So always like that. His fucking the fact that he had Sharingan, like having those eyes, just like made him look more dope. His story is really interesting. I like how he's like the natural genius who's just like super good, and like everyone was just like, oh yeah, he's like the best of the best, and ends up having this terrible terrible story where he's like he has to become the bad guy so that he could actually be help everyone.
Yeah, he also did it in favor because of Donzo. He did it in favor of his friend that he lost to Donzo.
Yeah.
He was given one of his eyes, Shisui.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know what? You know that I think about it. Shisui gave Itachi one of his eyes, so Itachi has Shisui's eyes and one of his eyes, and Sasuke's Sasuke took Itachi's eyes, which technically is Chisui's and Itachi's eye. So technically, he has Chisui and Itachi's eyes.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah, it's weird when
eye.
you keep track of where all the eyes go eventually. It's like, wait, who the hell's whose eyes again?
Yeah.
Like, even Madara doesn't have his own eyes, right? He ends
Uh,
up with Obito's eyes.
yeah, I
And
believe.
then Kakashi's.
And then
Kakashi's
Kakashi's, yeah.
one eye.
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, dude, all y'all switching eyes like they're fucking trading cards. But yeah, just, man, I love his story. I love his character design, his power set. Like, there isn't anything that isn't fucking dope about Itachi, you know?
I also think it's great that he knew all the forbidden jutsu of the Uchiha. Like, there was the
Yeah.
Izanami, there was the Izanagi, there was a bunch of others.
And one of the cool things, like, it's really hard for writers sometimes to keep things a secret for so long, and the fact that they kept his story a secret for as long as it is
Yeah.
actually fucking amazing. Like,
Yeah.
because you don't really even find out the full thing till Shippuden.
Yeah.
Like, you start getting little pieces here and there,
And then you figure it out.
but then, yeah, Shippuden, it's like, oh, no, here's what fucking happened. You're like, holy shit.
I would also
Bombshell.
say this Pain arc was also pretty good, which
Yeah.
which included him, of course, and the whole brotherly scene where it was him against Sasuke. I thought it was good.
Yeah, I just love at the end when he's walking toward Sasuke, it's just like, the most scared he's ever been. Is like, dude, he's still not fucking dead.
Dead?
What the fuck? And he just walks up and boop,
And then dies.
dies.
Yeah.
And Sasuke's like, I don't know if I should celebrate, if I should cry, if I should punch the wall. This is fucked up, man.
You don't have to do that.
But yeah.
But then again, you also got to think that Itachi was holding back too.
Oh yeah, no, this definitely, because he wanted Sasuke to win. He was the one who was gonna help save the world at the end of the day.
Yeah.
All of that was just to train and prep him.
And then that one scene after with Obito switching his tone, saying "kidding,"
Yeah.
it's just as I expected.
Yeah. But anyways, that's my top 5. I fought number 5. I got Sesshomaru. At number 4, I got Songo. At number 3, I got Kakashi. At number 2, I got Major Motoko Kusanagi. And number 1, I got Itachi, motherfucking Uchiha.
Motherfucking is his middle name.
Yeah. If you didn't know.
Yeah.
But anyways, that is it for today. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed it, like, sub, hit the notification bell, comment. Let us know your guys' top 5s. Let us know what your thoughts about Demon Slayer were. If you've seen season 2 and 3, don't spoil it for us.
Fuck you, Instagram.
Eventually, you know, when it comes to America and we're able to see it, we'll fucking review that.
Yeah, but that will probably be for a while.
But anyway, hit the links below. Help us out when you can, and we'll see you next time, guys. Peace.